What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerdcastle. It's time for us to check out a little game called Tiny Metal. And yes, I realize that was a punny sentence. I'm just going to live with it, and I'm not going to argue about it. I'm just going to leave it right where it's sitting. Everything is fine. So if you've been looking for a, I suppose, successor to Advance Wars, this game has been using that buzzword a lot. A lot of people have been invoking the name of Advance Wars when they check this title on out. I have played Advance Wars, not since the Game Boy Advance. It's been a really long time since I've played that game. But I did have it at one point on my teal-covered Game Boy Advance, which I think I still have somewhere around here in the house. So without further ado, there's a lot of ground to cover. I think there's a lot of voiceovers and, videos and introductory things that we've got to do. So let's start the game on off to figure out if this is the sort of title that you yourself would like to play and check out. Let's ride. So we are in Artemisia. This is the first level right here. In order to get a gold score, we've got to have 150 points. Let's play.
世界規模で熾烈な戦いが繰り広げられた全地球大戦から50年。人類は荒廃しつつある大地の上でようやく争いをやめ、静かな安寧の時を得ていた。だが、陸や海に残った戦争の傷跡は深く、数キロ先の視界も見通せない正午だ。大戦時に使われた兵器の影響によって今も続く電波障害などで人類のかつての栄華を忍ばせる文明は闇の中へ去りつつある。領土、資源、そして富を狙う侵略や征服は大戦後も幾度となく繰り返され、悲劇はさらなる悲劇によって塗り替えられてきた。アルテミシア、かろうじてまだ美しい山や森、川や谷を守っていたこの小国もそうした戦火から逃れきることはできず、たびたびの防衛戦争を経て辛くも生き延びることに成功してきた。アルテミシアが最後に経験した戦い、ゼルツァー戦役は侵略者から国を守った戦いとして人々に記憶されている。だが束の間の平和にまどろむアルテミシアの政府や国民の中には、その戦いが残した真の暗い影に気づく者はまだ誰もいなかった。しかしアルテミシア国王機撃墜、外遊から帰国の途にあった国王専用機が所属不明の機体の突然の襲来によって撃墜されたという知らせはアルテミシアの国中を叫びと涙であふれさせた。ゼルツァー戦役を奇跡の逆転勝利へと導いた英雄ルジャ・リンドバーグ大佐が乗った随伴機の行方が分からず、今なお生存不明との情報にアルテミシア国民は悲嘆に暮れた。そんな中、唯一生還した護衛機に残された映像により奇襲攻撃による暗殺の首謀者が割り出された。それは鎖国政策を敷く謎多き国、ジパング。アルテミシアのすべての国民が怒りでその胸を満たしていたその頃、ジパングの中枢では果てしない回数の御前会議が重ねられていた。つくもイソク、武勇と義に厚い軍人であり屈指の家柄を誇る大名としてジパング国内で彼を知らない者はいない。海を隔てた国であるアルテミシア国王の暗殺、その情報にジパング軍司令部は耳を疑った。無関係な他国の王を奇襲で暗殺するなど名誉と誇りを重んじるジパングにおいてはありえないこと。国王機撃墜事件のその日、ジパング領空を出た軍用機はなく、これは罠であるとつくもは静観を提案する。だがジパング国内でつくも家に匹敵する格式高い家柄タタラ家の当主忠興は、暗殺容疑はジパングの尊厳が国際的に傷つけられ、濡れ衣の汚名を着せられた放置できない事件だと断じ、アルテミシアへの報復を強く主張。ジパング軍の司令部はタタラの強い主張に折れ、ついには報復攻撃案への同調へと飲まれていった。これに侵略の意図はなく、あくまで報復的措置である。かくしてジパング軍の一個歩兵師団はアルテミシアを目指して荒波を越えていった。 アルテミシア北西部沿岸地域の守備を任されているネイサン・グリースと彼の部隊は上陸するジパング軍の情報をキャッチ。ゼルツァー戦役の傷が未だ癒えぬこの大地へ新たな火種が投げ落とされた。その火種は絡み合う各々の思惑を焚きつけながら戦火が今燃え上がろうとしている。
国王陛下と大佐が亡くなっただなんて俺にはまだ信じられない。リンドバーグ大佐と国王陛下はきっとまだ生きていてどこかで救出を待っているはずだ。そうだ、きっとどこかで国境沿岸を守る部隊として俺は国王陛下と大佐の乗っていた機体を探さなければ。海ならきっと不時着し、海岸ならばどこかの入り江に退避して俺たちが発見するのを待っているに違いない。
隊長、偵察隊より報告。海岸付近に正体不明の信号を受信。
まさかリンドバーグ大佐の機体が流れ着いたのか。
こちらからの呼びかけに応答がありません。距離徐々に迫っています。漂着あるいは接岸するものと思われます。
第一種警戒警報呼び続けろ。俺もすぐに司令部へ行く。今日の正味が視界と通信を邪魔しているな。くそ、どうかリンドバーグ大佐であってくれ。応答せよ。繰り返す。所属を言え。やはり応答がない。所属不明の部隊とみなし応戦態勢を取る。各部隊は戦闘配置につけ。
はっ。
こちらはアルテミシア第一師団ネイサン・グリース少尉。所属不明部隊に次ぐ。停止せよ。これは警告ではない、命令だ。前進はアルテミシアへの侵略とみなす。
応答ありません。不明部隊前進してきます。
やむを得ない。総員迎撃用意。これは訓練ではない。ここで奴らの前進を止めるんだ。
了解。
リンドバーグ大佐がいない今、ここは俺がやるしかない。
隊長、いつでも準備はできております。
よし、移動してみろ。移動させたいユニットを選択してくれ。青いエリアが移動できる範囲だ。移動し終わったら次に行動を決めてくれ。指示を間違えた場合でも戻ることは可能だ。落ち着いて対処しろ。
はっ、了解であります。
移動後には周りの地形や敵が映し出される。視界を広く取り常に索敵を行え。
隊長、目の前に敵がいます。
よし、接近して攻撃しろ。側面や背後から攻撃するとダメージが増加するぞ。
はっ、やってみます。
I have concerns about this entire thing. I have concerns and things that I want to talk about. I don't like that our units have helmets that are down over their eyes. I think this might actually mess with their military discipline. I'm going to move this dude into the forest. This dude's going to go right over to here. And now that he's inside the forest, he's going to shoot this guy right in the booty butt cheeks. Shoot him in the booty butt cheeks. It looks like it'll do 46 plus 5% damage. Let's go for it. Booty butt cheek attack. Engage! See, they got them helmets that are down over their eyes. This really does concern me. So we've got the burst of fire right there, and then they return fire. We lost about half as much as they did. I'll take it. I mean, that's a good enough attack. I think if we move to right here and we pincer him, get him caught in the middle of that hail of gunfire, that should be good enough. Wipe him out! Come on. I like how it's directional, too. Like, we were on the left-hand side, so we attack from the left to the right. Sort of curious. He's down to, like, 1% health. I don't know what he thinks he's going to do with 3% health, but apparently he's still feeling pretty gangster. He killed one of our guys with the return fire. It looks like he got wiped out. Light damage engaged. Goodbye, enemy Xipang forces.
敵から反撃を受けました。
落ち着け。こういう時はそうだ、地形を利用するんだ。森林、丘などの地形にいるとダメージが減るぞ。戦略ディスプレイの右下を見れば詳細がわかるはずだ。
はっ、了解であります。
無理をするなよ。ユニット内の人数が減っていると敵に与えるダメージが低下してしまう。 だがそれは相手も一緒だ。相手の人数を減らせれば受けるダメージを減らせるぞ。
つまり先手必勝でありますか？
そうだ、常に自分たちから攻撃を仕掛けていき有利な状況を作るんだ。
はっ、了解であります。
Alright, let's go for it. We're gonna run to the hills. That's 50% damage right there. Hopefully we don't get whooped on when we try this. We got a pretty good ambush going, though. That's 4 of them down. The return attack will only be 5 guys. Ooh, never mind. We took damage. Oh, no. That was not the engagement that I was looking forward to. Flank him! Flank him and spank him! We got 40% damage right there. It is possible that we will lose soldiers here, but our best bet is to wipe them out to the best of our ability and hope that they don't have the AP to return fire. It looks like they can only return fire once per turn, because that second one, they just had to eat the hit and live with it. So, that being taken in mind, you kind of want your strongest unit to strike first, and then use all the smaller, more wounded units to finish them off, I suppose.
隊長、これを。
敵の紋章か。ジパング軍についての情報は極めて少ないが、これは名門つくも家の家紋。侵略者はジパングのつくも指揮下の部隊だと考えて間違いないが。
ジパング、あの鎖国している島国のジパングですか？
そうだ、謎の多い島国ジパングの中で最上位の家臣と言われているつくも家の紋章だ。もし国王陛下と大佐の蒸気がジパング側に不時着しているとしたら、公開された映像から想像すると大佐の飛行機は間違いなくボロボロだ。生存さえまだわからない。俺たちは大佐の飛行機を探さなければならない。
はっ、隊長、敵の残存兵力退却中の様子。
よし、直ちに敵を追撃する。反攻部隊の編成を行う。はっ、リンドバーグ大佐、見ていてください。俺たちが国王陛下の、そして大佐の仇を討ちます。
そうか、とうとう動き出したのね。この機会を逃してはない。アルテミシア軍に接触する時が来た。
Alright, we managed to pull together 483 points. I don't know exactly what that means or what the relative scale is, but we win! Also, there's been lots of talking, and there's a shadowy figure with a gun who's decided to get involved with our engagements. Second mission, the Lone Wolf. Let's have a look at it and see what's going on.
ジパング軍のアルテミシア上陸を阻止した姉さんの部隊はジパングへの反攻作戦を開始した。目標は時島。敵の残した家紋を頼りに敵はつくも家だと判断。姉さんたちの戦いが今始まる。
隊長、島影が見えてきました。
よし、総員上陸準備。目標ジパング領時島。ジパング軍の増援部隊か。
待て、ジパングの部隊ではない。私たちはホワイトファング。
ホワイトファング？傭兵集団のホワイトファングか。なぜここにいる？
私はボルフラム、ホワイトファングの団長代行。ジパングの部隊を隠密追跡していたらあんたたちに鉢合わせしたのよ。その通信コードアルテミシアね。ここで何をしているの？
傭兵のお前たちこそ何が狙いだ？
それはこっちのセリフ。アルテミシア軍がどうして時島にいるの？まさかジパング軍のアルテミシア侵攻は本当だったわけ？それなら話が早いわ。こちらの狙いもジパング軍。共同戦線を張らない？
国を持たない傭兵集団のお前らとなぜ手を組まなきゃいけない？
協力し合えなくてもいいわ。私たちの狙いはあくまでジパング軍だから。
なるほど、共通の敵というわけだ。だがなぜジパング軍を追っている？
あら、私たちは傭兵。戦場を求めるのはビジネスのうちよ。
戦争の犬め。
勘違いしないで。これはビジネスよ。仕事のためなら誰とでも戦うし、報酬がなければ誰とも争いたくないわ。深い警戒心と強い心、確かな腕前、それこそが傭兵の誇り。
ずいぶん自信があるんだな。だけどな、俺たちは好きで戦っているわけじゃない。平和のためだ。
あら、そう。私たちがその戦いの一部分でも引き受けてあげられれば、平和の実現のお役に立てるんじゃない？
そこまで言うなら共同戦線と行こうか。こちらはアルテミシア軍第一師団。俺はネイサン・グリース少尉だ。
契約成立ね。ホワイトファングのウルリック隊は今からネイサン・グリース少尉の指揮下に入る。私のコードネームはボルフラム。よろしく、ネイサン隊長。
隊長、無人の都市と工場を発見しました。
よし、あそこを占拠する。
確か建物の占拠は
アクションコマンドの施設制圧を行うんだ。ユニット内の人数に応じてポイントがたまり、一定のポイントになれば占拠できる。
All right, so day one of the battle, we're supposed to be capturing a factory and a city. I'm going to go over here, and on this guy, we'll capture that building. So that gives us 10 points because there's 10 guys in the unit who are not dead and have not been shot to ribbons just yet. This guy over here is going to capture the factory. The building down to the south, I think we've already captured that.
もう一度アクションコマンドの施設制圧を実行してみろ。
前のポイントと加算されていくわけね。制圧中に攻撃されて人数が減らないようにしなくちゃね。
そうだな。人数が少なくなると制圧に時間がかかる。気をつけろ。
占拠すれば建物一つにつき1日で100メタルコインの収入を得られるはず。工場でユニットの生産ができるわ。
Okay then. We've already captured this building down here, so what you can see at the top is that we're getting 100 metal coins a turn from that city, which is essentially what they were reinforcing. I don't like the fact that I'm capturing this stuff right now, because that means he's going to move and get the first attack off if I'm not careful. I don't know. It kind of depends on how badly he wants to capture that building. We need the factory, though, otherwise we can't make our own units to push back. Oh, he went ahead and he just took that location. Okay, sounds like there's something big going on. So what's the difference on the hill? We get 50% armor from the hill, 35% from the forest. Alright, so you cut off into the hills over here. And then you wait. So that'll clear out a whole bunch of the map. These guys right here get 35% by being inside the forest. I'm going to have them come over to here and take that forest right there. And then, no, do not face that way. Face that way and wait. Try to force them into a inadvantageous position. Oh, yeah, I forgot. So what I was looking for right there, I was like, why didn't the turn end? The turn will end once you've actually, we can skip and build nothing. So each of these right here is kind of important. We'll go ahead and build a rifleman for right now. I think an extra rifleman will probably be helpful if we decide we want to spank and tank these guys. They fired 35% damage reduction. We only lost 3 guys. Hopefully in the retaliatory fire, they lost 3 guys as well. So that was more or less a losing proposition for them. They didn't really want to go for that. Okay, so I am going to move these guys over to here for a counterattack. We'll go ahead and assault that position. We should be able to do pretty bad damage to them. They lost 4 guys, returned fire with 3. So we lost 1 guy. That's not too bad. In the greater scheme of things, I think that attack was worth it. You guys, I need you to attack right there. That's going to do 33% damage. Your units do gain veterancy bonuses, so as they survive longer and longer, they'll get stronger. The more things they kill and the more turns they survive. You can see that from the little pip right there on the side of the unit. This guy, move him forward by 1. We will command him to wait. And then inside the factory, we're going to go ahead and make a rocket launcher unit. Just in case the enemy decides, that looks kind of like a tank depot to me, so...
森林地帯から熱源反応。
ライフルマンでは歯が立たないわね。でも対戦車歩兵なら対抗できそう。工場があれば兵士にロケット砲を持たせられるわ。
戦車は森林エリアでは機動力が低下するから森にうまく逃げ込めれば勝機はあるな。だが問題はどうやって奴に接近するかだな。
自力で近づくのは難しそうね。でも迷っている時間はないわ。
あ、そうだな。
Alright, so if we can get somebody into like a better position over here, I would prefer that. But from where I'm sitting, it's looking a tiny bit dubious. It is likely that we might lose a unit. It sort of depends where he decides he wants to attack, though. So let's say I move up to this building and we open up on him from right here. We can only do 50% damage, but it is a flank and it is from a defended position, so maybe we'll deal more damage than they can deal back to us. I wouldn't bet my entire paycheck on it, but we actually came out in okay shape. It wasn't as bad as it could have been. We've got a tank back there, which is what I was a little bit worried about. Let's move them to right there, and we'll have them wait. You cover that flank. And from the factory, we're going to produce another Lancer, just in case that tank can take a little bit heavier of a hit than we thought it could. They're going to be firing into the city right now. Not good. Not good at all. Took some pretty serious damage right there, and that's probably going to be the 1-2 punch that finishes them off. I mean, it's like, what do you do against, like... What do you do against armor? You know, we're a bunch of guys with bang-bang sticks. Oh, they're back up. Oh, never mind. I thought they still had 1%. I thought they made it. So you guys come back and get in behind them with the flank. That should be enough to wipe them out, I hope. It's at 47 plus 16. Yeah, there's the kill. That's what I like to see. Knock them out. That big old critical hit, and these guys have ranked up once again. You, sir, get on top of that building. Punch a hole in that thing. Make it suffer. Yup, rockets away. I love these little... It kind of reminds me of Langrisser or like Shining Force with these little cutscenes where they return fire and they battle each other. I don't know. I played a game on the Sega Genesis called Langrisser Hikari way back in the day. I think that's what it was called. It was called like War Song or something like that, but I always remember it being called Langrisser. Let's lock onto that thing. If you lock on, I think it increases the damage from other attacks for the rest of like time, which is pretty rad. Let's go with a rifleman over here, just in case they decide they want to reinforce with some new gunners. Oh, they're actually going to open up on those poor little bastards over there. Not as bad as it could have been, but they returned fire. I'm sure it's not going to do anything, though. I want to see what this building does right here. What does this do?
隊長、メモ書きのようなものを発見いたしました。日記のようにも見えるのですが。
それはうちの偵察隊のものね。陽気に戦場で日記を書く変なやつなんだけど、敵に拾われると面倒ね。余裕があれば回収は可能かしら。
は、やってみます。
Alright, so apparently I have acquired Soldier's Notebook. What does lock on do again? So if I lock on, you can combine the firepower of your units who have also locked on by selecting Focus Fire. The defending unit can only counterattack the last unit. Okay, that makes sense. You guys, pull up to here. Lock on. And you move over to here. Lock on. And you guys, focus fire. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You can chain attacks together. That's so legit. I like that. I don't think I've ever seen that in a strategy game. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist, but it's the first time I've seen it where you can actually set up like big 1-2 punches like that.
私にとってはジパングなんてどうでもいい。それよりオルジオがホワイトファング本体との交渉を狙っているらしいから、こいつらと一緒に行動すれば奴らから近づいてくるに違いない。利用させてもらうわよ。
Well, there we go. We managed to bang out the second mission. My name is Splattercat. This game is called Tiny Metal. If it seems like something you might be into, definitely check out the link that I got for you down below. As far as production values and everything else, it certainly feels like Advanced Wars. It definitely feels like the game was meant to be played with a controller, possibly with the way that the cursor selects the ground and kind of clicks around a little bit off of things. Normally, to me, that's kind of endemic of a game that was designed with consoles in mind. But at the same time, everything works basically the way you'd figure it would. This is the strategy game that you've been playing since the olden days. You know, it's got a lot of callbacks here to like Vandal Hearts. I almost said Vagrant Story. That's a completely different game. Vandal Hearts, Advance Wars, Ogre Battle, Final Fantasy Tactics, all those kinds of turn-based games. This is very, very similar, except that it's with modern warriors, and it's basically just kind of a mow 'em down contest in between your units and theirs. If you wanted to play further, please let me know down in the comments. I do read them every single night before I go to bed. The best way you can support me and this video is by hitting the like button. It helps increase the exposure for the channel and helps out more than you know in a lot of different ways. Thank you for stopping on in. It's been my pleasure and privilege to show off indie games to each and every one of you every single day, and I look forward to doing it well into the future. Hi to everybody, and I'll see you next time.